In the jungles of Belarus in Eastern Europe, a battered and bruised group of Indians, all young illegal immigrants, lie exhausted on the season's first snow. When suddenly, the earth is shaken by a shivering scream as a frightened teenager wakes up and starts crying. In our previous immigration video, we had asked whether you will risk your life for the great American dream. Today, we ask whether you will risk it for the European dream. Lakhbir Singh, a Dalit Christian from a village in Punjab's Jalandhar district, was surely willing to. As even after getting a diploma in repairing electrical appliances, he was not able to get a decent enough job. So he went to a local immigration agent and offered him some money.
ओए काके अमेरिका इन्ने कम पैसों विच नहीं होना ऐसा करो तुसी यूरोप दी डंकी लगा लो.
As you might know, Donkey or Donkey route is the multi-stop illegal immigration route. And now, comforted by the spire of his church, Lakhbir could imagine his European aspirations soar high. So on October 12, 2023, he along with two friends left their families behind and flew to Oman. There they stayed patiently for a full 13 days in a small room, but with big dreams beating in their hearts. Finally, there came three donkers, as foreign agents are called, who took them 5,000 kilometers away to Moscow, where they again waited for another 5 to 6 days. The trio then made a 700-kilometer journey to Belarus in a taxi, where another young Indian man joined them. Here, to their surprise, they joined a larger group of 18, mostly Indians from the usual Punjab, Gujarat and Haryana, and a few Pakistanis and Afghans as well. A larger group was comforting, but now these whopping 22 had to jostle for space in just one cramped room. Their patience was continuously put to test because these are cages from where illegal immigrants are not allowed to venture out of their rooms. Finally, the D-Day arrived.
We have to sneak into Latvia. Your jungle safari starts now.
An excited Lakhbir happily trekked for hours in the forest, making videos of his journey to send back home. They finally reached the Belarus-Latvia border, feeling elated that they were so near their dream. Now, if you are in the ambitious journey of building your business, be it big or small, you may remember the ERP solution platform Odoo we introduced in some of our earlier videos. You must have seen their easy-to-use website builder and e-commerce builder, but they have a lot more features. A common headache you face while running any business is signing too many physical documents. If you sign them, scan it to your device, upload to email and finally send it, just to be told it's messy and unreadable and you have to redo it, that gives a really bad impression. Don't fret anymore, as Odoo eSign Solutions for electronic signatures is here. You just upload your document to be signed, drag and drop the blocks you want like name, date, signature. You can change the signatory by clicking the top right of the box and add the other party. Once everything is done, click on send at the top right and send it directly to the mailbox of your client. Signers can also opt to draw signatures with their mouse or finger or load its scanned copy. The recipient can access and review documents on any device and sign them electronically in a few seconds. It's also pretty cool that you can set up automatic reminders for recipients to sign, keep an eye on their progress, and get notification alerts as soon as the document is signed. That's smooth and simple. The best part about Odoo is that its first app is free, and that too with unlimited support and lifetime hosting. So join 12 million Odoo users by clicking the link in the description and use eSign as a painkiller for your document signing headache. Yet little did they know that border guards had been tracking them. And at that very moment before they could cross over, they caught them off guard. Though unlike the humane US border guards who helped the illegal Indian immigrants on the super cold US-Canada border with first aid, these ones thrashed this group black and blue and threw them back somewhere deep in the jungle, completely stranded in the wilderness. Thankfully, their donkers who had actually left them before they got caught were decent enough to come back to help them for another shot, this time through the other neighboring Lithuania-Poland border. But unfortunately, the same thing happened there, again caught and beaten by the guards. Now, in an extremely pitiable condition, they kept walking for 14 hours a day in the hope of getting out of the forest. However, the temperature starts to go below 0 degrees and it starts snowing, adding to their woes. These were forests with dense trees where there could be poisonous snakes, scorpions and spiders, and local mafia thugs, always ready to take advantage and snatch money, mobile, clothes, whatever they had left. But fortunately, this didn't happen to this group, who anyway looked like zombies, barely surviving. having to sleep out in the open on the snow at night with nightmares about their families.
Bebe!
By the morning of November 9th, they were completely out of any food items. Lakbir's hands trembled as he went ahead to pluck leaves from a tree. They had to resort to eating tree leaves like goats without even knowing if they were poisonous or not. Still, they had to do it to muster all the strength they had left within them and to keep walking back to Belarus. However, two completely exhausted Punjabis, the 18-year-old who had the nightmare and another 35-year-old man, were completely unable to.
Please, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਚਲੋ ਬਿੰਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਾ ਛੱਡੋ please.
Although Lakbir wanted to take them, the donkers didn't allow it.
Keep walking.
As they walked ahead with a heavy heart, they heard some muffled sounds.
ਉੱਤਰੀ ਵੀਰੇ ਫਿਰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਆ ਗਈ ਇੱਥੇ.
It's nothing. Keep walking.
It was only after a tumultuous 10-day journey in the forest that they were finally able to make it back to Belarus. Back in their cages, they finally got something edible to eat and gave thanks to their respective gods for still being alive. Though someone soon overheard the shocking news.
22 went, now only 20. What happened? Sorry, boss. Those two had to die.
The news left Lakbir completely devastated and broken, shorn of any hope. Most probably, the two would have been shot dead by the donkers themselves to save them from getting eaten alive by animals. And the nightmare would now never end for the parents of that 18-year-old living alone somewhere in a remote village, who might never get his body and be able to perform his last rites like so many that have gone missing in such forests. Despite this horrendous news, there was no looking back for Lakbir and the others.
ਡੰਕੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਡੈਡੀ 13 ਲੱਖ ਦਾ ਕਰਜ਼ਾ ਲਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ 13 ਲੱਖ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਮੂੰਹ ਦਿਖਾਵਾਂਗਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਤੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਨੂੰ ਵੀਰੇ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਲੈ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਪੇਅਰ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਏ ਸਾਰਾ ਕਰਜ਼ੇ ਚੁੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ.
Even the donkers kept giving them glimmers of false hopes.
Be strong. Now we will go to Russia and sneak into the Finland border.
This did reignite the European dreams in the souls of everyone in the group, albeit very slightly. Tired but refreshed, the caravan resumed their journey in a passenger vehicle for another 1400 kilometers to Russia's border with Finland. But bad luck again struck them as they ran into the border service of the Russian FSB this time, who after finding
Срок действия вашей визы истек.
they were arrested and jailed in an isolated cold chamber for 18 days, though at least not beaten this time. And as they were allowed bi-weekly calls, they were able to contact family members back home in Punjab and narrate their ordeal. Few of them reached out to AAP's Rajya Sabha MP Baba Sichewal on December 17th.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾ ਲਓ ਪਲੀਜ਼.
Sichewal was well connected and reached out to Indian officials in Moscow. And 6 of them were released from jail and deported in the early hours of December 24th. About the rest, we still don't have any news if they are dead or alive. Bizbo viewers in Punjab, if you know the latest information, please add in comments. And despite these exorbitant risks, Donkey, especially to America, is still making new records. As for the first time, an entire chartered flight was booked for illegal immigrants at exactly the same time as the Indians were in a Russian jail, where a UAE to Nicaragua flight with 303 people on board, again mostly Indians from Punjab, Gujarat and Haryana, stopped for refueling at the small Vetri airport in France, 150 kilometers from Paris. Little did they know that the local French police had got an anonymous tip-off.
Un avion transportant des victimes de la traite des êtres humains atterrit aujourd'hui.
The Gendarmerie Nationale took swift action, grounding the plane, converted the reception area into a makeshift waiting room with individual beds for everyone, and set up a tribunal of judges in front of whom the tired and nervous passengers were summoned for emergency hearings, in which they found that it was not trafficking but illegal immigration, where the passengers would go from Nicaragua onwards to Mexico and then to the US border. Some donkers sell this more expensive package of 60 to 80 lakhs that starts from Nicaragua so as to avoid the Darien Gap, the frequently used dangerous forest between Colombia and Panama. To avoid being robbed, as described in one of our earlier videos on illegal immigration via the Mexico border. 2 passengers were detained as suspects as they had multiple passports and lot of money, possibly the donkers, while the 25 who applied for asylum were transferred to a French illegal immigration center. And 4 days later, the rest 276 landed in Mumbai in the early hours of December 26th. where they were questioned by the CBI and immigration officers for 5 hours for any possible security risk before being let go. 4 similar US donkey flights had already left for different transit countries, even as the Nicaragua-bound flight was intercepted by French officials. In 2023, many budget hotels in Qatar and Dubai remained flooded with Punjabis, Gujaratis and Pakistanis waiting for months to start a US donkey, some of whom have since returned back to India. Mostly, it is the affluent landed Jat Sikhs who can afford the 40 to 45 lakhs to go via the US donkey. Marginalized communities generally opt for the cheaper 15 lakh European donkey and who are also okay with doing less fancy work like farming and cattle rearing in Europe. Back in Punjab, an exhausted and depressed Lakhbir was bedridden for 10 days with high fever. The church spire, once a symbol of hope, now is just a reminder of his dashed dreams. So join 12 million Odoo users by clicking the link in the description and use eSign as a painkiller for your document signing headache. Epilogue. Thousands of asylum seekers and migrants each year enter the EU from Belarus, from war-torn countries like Syria, Ethiopia, Yemen and Afghanistan. In the past few years, Indians who don't have to face any war-like situation have also been joining in large numbers. After the Ukraine war, Belarus-EU relations have nosedived, which has resulted in much stricter border control by Poland, Lithuania and Latvia. Not that far from Belarus is another transit country, Serbia, which had a visa-free regime for India, but had to change that from October 2022 under EU pressure, and now that border too has very strict regulations. UK, where Punjabis have been going since time immemorial, is also cracking the whip under its Indian origin Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who by including India in the list of safe states aims to deter illegal migrants from seeking asylum. Still, the dreamers will continue their donkey journey, as in December 2021, a survey found that only 2% Punjabi youth rated employment opportunities in their state as good, far below the pan-Indian average of 15%. Bizbo's Limerick. The search for a dream in a foreign land in many states of India is still much in demand, risking life and limb on a prayer and a hymn with no guarantees that things will go as planned. You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.